All right, so I know a lot of you who have subscribed to my channel really like the card grading company comparisons that I've done in the past. So I'm going to jump back into that realm now that prices have come down on grading to where I can afford it a little bit. My goal is to get this channel up on subscribers and views. So if you like this content, please like the video and remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing more of this. So up next is CSG, Certified Sports Guarantee. Relatively new company on the grading scene overall. Their claim to fame, one of the original to start using artificial intelligence, AI, in their grading process. So I want to see, one, how this compares to a company like GMA that is not using AI in the grading process. And two, just give the company a fair shake and see how they fall out grade-wise. I've done this with BGS, SGC, PSA, so I figure it's time to try out CSG as well. This Tom Brady I picked up at a local card show, a newer graded CSG card. You can tell by the newer label that it has. But you can see that with artificial intelligence, there's still a human factor at play. So I was able to spot this as soon as I picked the card up, which was able to negotiate the price down. But you can see on that corner, very much dinged, bent in. This is in no way, shape, or form a 10. It's not gem mint. So even though they have the AI process, human factor is still in play. So I just want to take a comparison, see what GMA is going to find. I would hope that any grading company is going to pick this up, but as you've seen in my prior videos and probably experienced personally, as long as you have a human factor at play in the grading process, you're going to find errors, and it doesn't matter what the company is. Those who only use PSA because PSA is the best, I can guarantee there are errors out there. If you haven't seen them, you've been isolating yourself from the errors that do exist, because I've seen plenty from all companies, GMA included. So this comparison isn't so much to boast for GMA, but to give an honest comparison grade-wise as to how they compare. But also, to be honest, they're still the cheapest that you can send slabs into. The slab market is kind of flooded right now, so I'm able to pick up slabs at a pretty cheap price overall and crack them and send them into GMA. So that's the process I'm going to go through. So I got 5 that I'm going to crack and send in. And I tried to spread the years out to get a good feel. So I got a 2020 Bowman Draft, Garrett Crochet. I got a 2019 Tom Brady, graded 9. Sammy Watkins Prism Rookie, that is a 2014, graded a 9.5. I got a Bobby Orr Goodwin Champions from 2012, that's graded a 7. And then I got a Bernie Williams Rookie 1990 Topps, graded an 8.5. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and crack some of these slabs and get these cards into some holders. Okay, so I went ahead and cracked 4 of the 5 slabs. Got them into card saver holders. I think their grades are pretty fair overall. The crochet is off on centering, as you can see, top, bottom, left, right. The card overall looks pretty good though, the surface, so I wouldn't be surprised if this one comes back from GMA, maybe a 9, 8.5, we'll see. The Tom Brady looks in pretty good shape as well. A little showing of touch corners on the back, but the front actually looks good. So I'd be curious what they do with this. I think the Sammy Watkins will likely come back a 10, and I think because they don't have a 9.5 grade as well. And then, yeah, I think the 7's pretty fair on this one as well. Kind of rough down on the bottom edge, and then the corners are a little rough as well. So I'm going to show you, if you haven't seen this before, cracking a slab. What I do is I take a pair of wire cutters and I go after the top corner. And so I'm going to do this over a trash can. You'll probably hear it in the background. Get this a good cut. Plastic goes flying. There we go. We got a cut corner. Then just take a screwdriver, wedge it in here along the top. Always do this across the top and not closer to the card. So you wedge this until you get the whole top plate to come up and break the seal. And then you can just peel this back and you got full access to the card and the label. So that's all it is. So you can usually do this pretty easy and not have, of course this one's going to stay stuck in there, not have an issue with any chance of damaging the card really. So we'll gently pluck this out of there. Bernie Williams rookie, I noticed in the slab there was a little touch down there. Centering's not perfect, but overall for, 1990 tops, not in horrible shape for all you Bernie Williams fans. So get this sleeved up. I'll send all these in and we'll see what kind of grades we come back with. I'm not expecting them to be too outrageous or far off from what CSG gave them, but it's good to have these comparisons. All right, the GMA grading shipment has returned. Pretty good time on this. It was 20 days door to door. I shipped them on March 13th. They received them down there 2 days later on the 15th. Had them graded and in the mail back to me on the 30th, and they arrived on April 1st. So pretty good turnaround times for them. I do miss the days where they were a week door to door, but still they're getting a lot of business, even in the times where not as many people are grading. So that's good for them. Like I've said before, I love the new slabs that they're using. I love the new labels. So we'll run through these and I'll show you how they came back. So this was the Garrett Crochet Bowman First Chrome. That was an 8 from CSG, and this one came back as an 8.5. So within a half-point grade. Pretty close. I think that's pretty fair on both of them, given the card. Tom Brady. This was a 9 by CSG, and this one actually came back a 10. Now, as a Tom Brady PC collector, I'm not upset by that. I didn't think that this was a 10. I felt the 9 was, a little more legit. You can see a little bit of whitening on the back side of the corners, but, overall, it's still a really great shape. The surface was perfect on this. So 9 and 10 were the two that got. This one was a 9.5 from CSG, Sammy Watkins rookie. I didn't see too much wrong on this. I thought it was going to come back at 10 from GMA, and it actually came back at 9, so a half-point lower from them. All right, this one, this was the Bobby Orr Goodwin Champions. This was graded a 7 from CSG, and GMA came back with a 6 on this. The card definitely was not in perfect shape, and GMA felt it was a full grade lower than what CSG gave it. All right, and the last one was the Bernie Williams rookie. So this was an 8.5 from CSG, and GMA gave it a 9. So within a half-point grade again, pretty close. I think half-point is a good comparison. So what we'll do is we'll throw these on a spreadsheet and take a look to compare the grades. All right, so here are the grades in spreadsheet format for you to compare the two columns. You can see that CSG had 3 of the cards that graded lower, and GMA had 2. You can see by the averages down here, they couldn't be closer. 8.4 and 8.5. So, do I think that CSG is a more critical grading company, that they are a tougher grading company than GMA? This 5-card sample would say no. They're right in line with GMA. You could see you're at the mercy of the grader. Not one of these cards came back with the exact same grade from one company to the other, either higher or lower. That's with any grading company. You're going to be at the mercy of who's grading the cards. There's still human interaction with these. CSG, their claim to fame is incorporating artificial intelligence into their process. Does that get you more accurate grades? Does that get tougher grading? Clearly not. You can see both in the Brady that I've shown you and these regrades here that either GMA has a very thorough grading process and don't need artificial intelligence, or the artificial intelligence from CSG
doesn't add a whole lot compared to what the human eye can catch. It's all in what you want. I believe in collecting the card and not the grading company. The timing of this video is perfect, though, because I had somebody who kind of went toe-to-toe with me in a Facebook group where I listed some GMA cards for sale. And they wanted to come in and say that, hey, GMA cards, I won't buy those. They're I only stick with the top companies, PSA, BGS, and CSG. Clearly, this individual has become a CSG fan, which, has prompted me to want to do a video like this for comparison's sake to show. I think my data over previous videos has shown that PSA does hold a tougher standard for grading, definitely compared to GMA, and this data shows that CSG is right on par. So do with it what you want. As I always say, collect what you love. It's all about the collecting and not the grading company. So if you find a card that you like and it's in a different company slab, if you're going after the card, it's really not going to matter. I hope you all found this informative. Please, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. I got more videos like this coming along for grading company comparison. And please hit the like button on this video. Appreciate you all, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, everyone.